Good morning, students. Good morning to all. And last day we have studied the types of partnership, right? Okay, and I gave the same portion as your study portions. Okay, today also just we will remind about the types of partner and we will go to the next concept. Okay. Okay, types of partners. So there are many types of partners are there in these partnership organizations. So first one type of the partner is active partner. A partner who takes an active part in the conduct of the partnership business is known as active partner. Though every partner is entitled to manage its affairs, all may not do like so. So in these partnership organizations, many partners will be there. But even though all the partners will not taking the part of the business organizations. But in the same time, one or two partners or some of the partners only will taking an active part in these business organizations. Okay, so if they want to deciding, if they want to make their dealing with the third persons and what are the activities, day by day activities are there, they will taking with the effectively. This partner only will consider as a active partner. But even some of the partners are there simply by earning the profit or by the name. Some of the partner only will taking more effort to develop the business organizations. So this partner is considered as a active partner. Okay. For example, the 20 partners are there, mean among these 20 partner, any one or two people only will have taking more effort to improve these business activities. This partner is considered as a active partner. Next, sleeping partner. So the sleeping partner is the opposite person of the active partner. Such a partner contributes capital and shares in the profits or losses of the firm, but does not take part in the management of business. Okay, so by calling the other partners or the active partner only, some of the persons will come into become as a partnership. He will not taking any effort to increasing their organizations. Okay, but in the same time he has all the right to sharing the profit and he has the responsibility to bearing the losses arising in the organization, but he will not taking part or he will not taking actively as their daily basis. He may not be known as a partner to the outsiders, yet he is liable to third parties to an unlimited extent as any other partner. So the sleeping partner have to take all the responsibility. Mostly he has the responsibility to the third persons. But even some of the outsiders or the third partners or the third parties doesn't know about this partner. But he has the rights and duties to bearing the loss to the third party. If any of the loss is arrested to the third parties can take the legal activities on the sleeping partner also, even if he is not taking the active in their business organizations. Okay, by simply he will come to the organizations as become as a partner, but he will not take any effort to consider it to the partnership organizations. Next, nominal partner. Such a partner neither contributes any capital nor is he entitled to manage the affairs of the business. So some of the persons will become as a partnership only for creating the reputations for these organizations. Okay, so mostly some of the popularized people in the society or some of the celebrity will become as a partner in these organizations. Okay, he only lends his name to the firm because on the strength of his name and reputations. Okay, normally we will have the dealing with any of the organizations if any of the popularized persons are being as a partners. Okay, so on the particular name only, some of the partner will become as a partnership, but he will never contribute the share and the capital, and in the same time he will not get any of the profit. He will not bearing the loss of risk. Okay, but the firm may attract additional business and raise funds easily. When a popularized persons are being as a partner in these partnership organizations, so all the money lenders and all the banks also will ready to provide the financial facilities or lends facilities. So by the way of deriving union of the help or facilities, so the partnership organizations calling union of the popularized persons. So these persons only became as a partnership for the outsiders, but he will not contribute any of the activity in these business organizations. He is considered as a nominal partner, but on the basis of agreement, on the basis of the law, he has the rights, he has the duty to bearing the risk of loss, because he has already put on the signature in the agreement. So on the basis of the law, he is also one of the partners, so he has to duty to bearing the risk of loss to the third parties or any other type of loss. Next, partners in profit only. When a person joins a firm as a partner on the condition that he is entitled to a specified share of the firm's profit only, he is called a partner in profits only. Normally, some of the persons has more power to make on the capital. He will contribute more capital than other type of the partners, but he will not take any activity on the business. Okay, but he has the right to earning the profit when the organizations are earning more profit, and he has the right to and duty to bearing the risk of loss is arised in these business organizations, but he is also considered as a nominal partner or a sleeping partner, because he will contribute the more capital only the purpose of earning the profit. Okay, but some of the other partner only has to take the effort to increasing the development of the organizations. It means that he will not be called upon to bear any portion of the losses sustained, because when they are making the agreement itself, he will mention so this type of the partner name. So this type of the partner only has the limited liability. He will, however, be liable to third parties for all the debts of the firm like any other partner. Such partners usually do not take part in the management of the business. So without taking any of the activities, without take part in the management of the business, only he will earning the profit, and at the same time he has the responsibility to bearing the risk of loss. Okay, this partner is called as a partners in profit only. Next, partner by estoppel. Partner by estoppel means some of the contradictions. Some of the contradictions will appear in the business organizations by exposing the individual persons. In case a person represents himself by words or actions, or has allowed him to be represented as a partner of the firm, even though he is not partner, he is called partner by the estoppel. Sometimes some of the persons will be noticed to the other partners. I am also one of the partner on these organizations when he is really not the partner. Okay, by exposing or by noticing the persons, some of the third parties or some of the customers will come to make the dealing with the partnership organizations. Okay, and they also will become as a partner, because by the way of exposing the individual persons activity only, some of the customers can come to the organizations. Okay, so by the confidence of the individual persons, if any of the outsiders are come to make the dealing with the partnership organizations. So he has the rights, or he will become as a real partner on the partnership organizations without providing any of the share, without contribute the capital amount. He will become as a partner. But on the basis of the partnership organizations, he will not get any profit and he has no responsibility to bearing the risk of losses. Okay, only he will act on the way of his act. He will observing the customers, and sometimes he will get some of the commissions from the organizations if he doing many activities to observing the consumers. Next, partner by holding out. So when a person is declared as a partner and he does not deny this even after becoming aware of it, he becomes liable to the third parties. Okay, when all the partners are, some of the persons will be declared other persons as a partners, and in the same time if he is not denied to the third parties after awareing of this, he also will become as a partner. For example, if one of the partnership organizations are there, okay, I am not a partner for this partnership organizations, okay, but any one of someone he is considered me as a one of the partner in these organizations, and in the same time if I am not denying no I am not a partner, and if I am going my way, so I will become a partner, because by the confidence or by believing on one particular persons, if any of the outsiders or the customers are coming to the business organizations, the declared persons will considered as a partner. Okay, so the partnership by holding out. Next, secret partner. A secret partner is one whose association is not known to the general public. Other than this distinct feature, he is like rest of the partners in all respects. Some of the persons will become as a partner, but he will tell to that other partners, we should not tell my name as being as a partner. Okay, some of the reputed people or some of the peoples will want to become as a partner without knowing to the other third parties. Okay, if any of the partners are being as a partner, and in the same time if he is not knowing by the other persons, this partner is called as a secret partner. Okay, he also will taking some of the take part on the business activity with a secret way. Okay, this type of the partner is considered as a secret partner. Next, minor partner. So under the Indian Majority Act, the person who has not completed 18 years of age is a minor. However, he will continue to be a minor till he completes 21 years if a guardian has been appointed to the minor. He can be admitted to the benefits of partnership. But even some of the persons having the more skilled or specified knowledge about the business activity, and if the persons are not completed the 18, he is considered as a minor partner, because under the Indian Majority Act, a person who is not completed 18 years of age is considered as a minor. He is not able to put on the signature on the agreement. Okay, by only the feature of having the more knowledge and the specified skill to conduct the business organizations, the other partners will join them as a partner. Okay, but on behalf of the minor, any one of the guardian can put on the signature in the agreement. But after completing the 21 age or 18 age, this minor can become as a real partner. And even though the minor partner has the right to sharing the profit, and at the same time he has no liability to bearing the risk of any losses. Okay, his partner is considered as a minor partner. So the partnership arises as a result of contract. but a minor has no contractual capacity. Though a partnership cannot be created with a minor as a partner, a minor can be admitted to the benefits of partnership which is already in existence. The consent of all partners is must for such admissions. So he can admitted to the partnership organizations without any proof. Okay, but on the basis of his specialized skill or knowledge on the capital capacity or on the making on the capital capacity, he will become as a partner and he can do all the business activity on behalf of all other partners. But on the under the act of majority, he cannot able to become as a partner, but he will become or he will act like as a partner. Okay, so the 8 type of the partners are there in this partnership organization. First one, active partner. Next, sleeping partner, nominal partner. Fourth one is partner in profits only, that partner by estoppel. Next, partners by holding out, secret partner and minor partner. Okay, next topic is procedure for registrations. If you want to registering one of the business organization or the partnership organizations, some of the procedures are there. So on the basis of the procedures only, so we can register our partnership organizations. So some of the statements should be prepared in the agreement or the registrations agreement. First one is name of the firm. So in this registration form, so we must mention the name of the firm. So even if there is many partners, we must put on the specified name. The specified name must be mentioned in the registration form. Next, the principal place of business. Because the partnership organizations will have many branches in many places. Okay, but even though the head place, the principal place of the business must be mentioned in these registration forms. Next, name of other places where the firm carried on the business. Okay, and the branches name, the place of the branches name also have to be mentioned in the registration form. Next, name and address of all partners. So the certificate name and the permanent address of all the partners must be mentioned in the registration form. It will be helpful to the government if any problem is arised in the partnership premises. Next, the duration of the firm. If the specified duration is mentioned in the agreement deed, so we have to mention the duration of the firm. Otherwise, if it is not needed. Okay, so the duration of the firm also have to mention if they are mentioning the time. So the 5 category must be take place in the registrations. Okay, so this is the procedure for the making the registration of business partnership organization. Next, drawback of non-registration of partnership. So the partnership, the registration of partnership is not a compulsory, it is an optional only. But if you are not registering our partnership organizations, what are the problems will come in the future, or what are the drawbacks of the non-registration of partnership? First one is no right to file suit against others. So an unregistered firm cannot file a suit or take a legal activities to enforce its claims against third parties if such rights arise out of contract. So if you are not registering our partnership organizations, so no partners can able to make a suit against the other persons, other than third parties. Because if you want to make activities, legal activities, we must registering the organizations. If we are not registering our organization, the government will make a suit on the firm itself. Okay, but if any of the third parties deceived the one of the members in this partnership organization, so no partners can have the right to make the suit against the others. Next, right to sue for rights arising. However, it can sue others for enforcing rights arising otherwise than out of a contract. Even between the among the partnership, any of the problem is arised on the basis of arising rights. So we can't make the sue. For example, it can bring a suit for wrongful infringement of trademark of patent. If any of the trademark, if you want to bring out any of the trademark, we must register our organizations. Without having the registrations of our organizations, and if you are bringing any of the trademark, so it will become as a wrongful infringement. Next, right of third parties to sue the firm. So the rights of third parties against the firm are not affected by non-registrations. Okay. So how the partnership organizations are unable to make the legal activities on the third parties. So the third parties also cannot able to make the suit against the firm also. A partner of an unregistered firm cannot sue the firm or other partners for enforcing his rights under the partnership deed. However, his right to sue for the dissolution of the firm or for the accounts of the dissolved firm or for his share in the assets of dissolved firm is not affected by non-registrations. So if you are not registering our organizations, so we can't do anything by the legal way. This is the matter. So in short, non-registration does not affect the following rights mean should not exceed each. Okay student, that was not much needed. So we will go to the next concept, the dissolution of partnership. The dissolution of partnership is different from the dissolution of partnership firm. So we must know about the difference between the dissolution of partner and the dissolution of partnership. So the dissolution of partnership mean, just you keep in your mind, the partnership in the word is partnership organizations. So the partner is considered as a individual person. Okay. So it is due to the fact that when the relation present between all partners comes to an end, it is known as dissolution of firm. If all the partners are want to bring the partnership organizations to an end, this is called the dissolution of partnership or the dissolution of firm. Partnership means partnership firm. Okay. When any one of the partners became incapacitated, then the partnership comes to an end. But the firm may continue to operate if new partner is arranged among the other partners. So in this dissolution of partnership mean, if any one of the partnership in the partnership organizations want to leave from the organizations, he can leave. Okay. So in his place, any other persons will come and fulfill. Okay. If a single persons are leaving from the business organization or partnership organization, that is considered as a dissolution of partner. Okay. Or other partners also can have the right to dissolve the single partner if they are taking any of the fraudulent activities or by the way of insolvency or the lunacy or in such a way if he is unable to continue as a partner in this partnership organizations. So other partners have the right to leaving him from the partnership organizations. Okay. So this is called the dissolution of partner. If a single persons are leaving from the organization, that is called the dissolution of partner. The dissolution of partnership mean, so all the partners will bring that association to an end. That is called the dissolution of partnership. So after dissolution of the partnership, so the company will come to an end. After that, the firm will not continue. But here, the dissolution of a partner, so after dissolving of one partner, the business firm will be continue in future because the only one partner will leaving from that organization and in his place other partner will come. So the business firm will be continue in future. But in this dissolution of partnership, so he will not continue by anyone, because by intention of all the members only, so the firm came to an end. Okay, so here after dissolution of the partnership, the firm will not be continue. So in whichever way one partnership organizations come to an end mean. So in the word of dissolutions itself, we can understand by taking the first letter on every letter, we can explaining the way of dissolution of partnership. So first in the word of dissolutions, the first word is D. So by the way of death of partner, if any cases, if any one of the partner is died, so other members are unable to continue these organizations, that time, so all the members can come to that organization to the dissolve. Next, incapacity of a partner, or one person or some of the partner or all the partners are not having to continue these organizations by the way of incapacity to conduct the organizations, we can bring the organization as a dissolved. Next, yes, stipulated period. So the prescribed period is completed, so the organizations may come to an end. Next, yes, is serious misconduct of your partners. If any of the partners are having the misconducted or misbehaved, so other partners also come to an end of the partnership organization. Next, O, object is completed. Okay, so for which object, so the partnership organization is created. If it is over, so these organizations will come to an end. Next, L. L means lunacy. Lunacy means in mental affected. If any of the partners are affecting mentally, so other partners can have the right to bring the organization to an end. Next, U. Unavoidable continued loss. Okay, when we are conducting the business organizations, if this continuous loss is arised, so the partnership may come to an end. Next, T. Transfer of interest of the firm. Suppose all the interest, or if the persons or the partners are transferring from one organization to other organization, so it will come to an end. Next, I. So insolvency of a partner. So the partnership organization is declared as a insolvency. Insolvency means after that, so he has not able to continue by the legal way. So after that insolvency of the partnership, it will come to an end. Next, objectionable unlawful objective. Okay, if you are conducting one of the unlawful objectives, so the government will be make the actions by this way, so the partnership will come to an end. Next, last letter is N. So the notice of dissolutions by a partner. If one or some of the partners want to dissolve the organizations by providing the notice to the other partners, it will come to an end. Okay, so in these situations, one partnership organizations will come to an end. Okay students, today I think it's enough. If you have any doubt in these portions, please ask me, and just you take your study portions. Okay, so the types of partner are the drawbacks of non-registration of partnership. If you are not registering our partnership organization, what are the drawback will come? Okay, this and the types of partners also just take a study portions. Okay students, thank you.